So only 4 matches in the third tier at the weekend, but still a very significant Saturday at both ends of the table. And for the second week running, eighth place Sale FC had a major say in the title race. After defeating Richmond in round 17, they were able to get the better of league leaders Rams at Hayward Road by securing a 25-22 win. Now, Jonathan Keep and Anthony Halcroft's side flew out of the blocks in the Northwest and led 19-5, but credit to Rams, 3 tries in 16 second half minutes saw them move 22-19 ahead just after the hour. But 2 penalties from the boot of James Robbins proved to be the difference for Sale FC as the home side got over the line. Another brilliant result for Sale FC, and those with good memories may remember that James Robbins steered Sale to a narrow 22-21 victory over Rams back in 2022, and now it is 4 straight wins at Hayward Road for Sale FC against Rams. So another home success for the Dogs on this occasion. But we said on last week's show, didn't we, when we featured Sale FC, that these games between Sale FC and Rams always seem to be crackers, and Saturday was absolutely no different. And listening to Rams boss Seb Reynolds in his post-match interview with Rams' club media man Rich Ashton after Saturday's game, Seb was describing it as even better than the Six Nations, and we wholeheartedly agree with that assessment from Seb Reynolds. It was another brilliant game to look back on, but the results went the way of Sale FC. And in terms of Rams, they were able to collect 2 bonus points to take back to Berkshire with them. So it is adding to their total. They remain on top of the pile at the moment in National 1, but they would have loved to bolster their lead last weekend. But from the summit to the other end of the table, we go now, where 12th placed Esher had another brilliant weekend because they were able to defeat Birmingham Moseley 34-31 away from home to add to round 17's victory over Roslyn Park. Conor Ganley was the hero for the E's as his last-minute try clinched a superb win for Peter Winterbottom's troops, who, as you can see, are now 8 points clear of 13th place Leicester Lions and are moving in the right direction when it matters. As for bottom of the table, Darlington Moden Park, they were beaten 33-17 at home by title candidates Richmond, meaning they weren't able to add to their tally last weekend. In terms of Richmond, though, we're looking at the top of the table, and with Rams stumbling in the Northwest, their bonus point success has moved them to within 1 point of the top, while third place Rotherham will have watched on with interest last week. The Titans weren't in action, and they still need to fulfil their game in hand at the end of this month against Esher, but now sit 5 points behind Rams with that game in hand. Elsewhere in the top half, Plymouth Albion are up to 5th in the standings on a level on points with Roslyn Park after a 6th successive victory. They dug deep to beat Leicester Lions 2017 on the road to continue their momentum up the league ladder. And some more positive news to come out of Plymouth Albion this week is Ryan Lamb, the Plymouth Albion head coach, has signed a new deal with the club. So it seems to be really positive around Brickfields at the moment. But it is with Plymouth where we start to look at our fixtures for round 18, and the inform Albion are actually on the road this week when they take on 6th placed Blackheath. As we mentioned a few times on the show, Blackheath have been excellent at home and have won their last 8 at the Utilita, but Plymouth did beat Blackheath in round 6, so can they repeat that feat in the capital? A confident Esher side will be targeting 3 straight wins when they visit bottom of the table Darlington Moden Park. If Esher were to get a result in the North East on Saturday, that could be significant for the Easy's chances of staying in National 1, but DMP will not be giving up the fight. Rams are back at Albrath Road where they host 10th place Bishop Stortford. Stortford made life very difficult for Rams back in October, with the Berkshire outfit edging the reverse contest 10-6 at Silver Lays, but we know how strong Rams are at home. Ramsey's title rivals Richmond welcomed Dean's Crusaders to the Athletic Grounds. The pair drew 31-all back in round 6, but with some new personnel in their side, Rob Powell will be hoping things can click again like they did last week when they take on Dean's Crusaders. Sale FC will be looking to take down another side in the top 4 when they visit Roslin Park this weekend. The home side will be aiming to return to winning ways after seeing a 4-match unbeaten run come to an end in round 17. Third place Rotherham, who had a watching brief last Saturday, take on Leicester Lions at Clifton Lane. Harvey Billion's side have won 8 of their last 9 games, while the Lions will want to show their teeth again after 5 defeats on the trot. And lastly, 11th place Sedgley Park will be looking to pick up from where they left off from in January. The Tigers have lost just 1 of the last 6 games, while yet another tight encounter for Birmingham Moseley, this time against Esher, ended in heartbreak last week, so they will be itching for a reaction in round 18.